So during the busy season of shopping, wrapping, and celebrating, it's important to remember to plan a special morning meal for any overnight guests. So today, we're going to show you an easy make-ahead holiday breakfast. This recipe is featured in the latest edition of Fine Cooking magazine. Joining me now to show us how to do it is Denise Mickelson, the senior editor. Nice to have you back, Denise.
Thanks for having me.
So I love recipes you could do ahead.
Exactly.
Saves so much time.
I mean, you cannot pour your guests a bowl of cereal if they've spent the night at your house, right? That's just
true. You
not
don't want to do that.
acceptable. So it's the holidays. Everybody's busy, but if you can make your breakfast mainly the night before, you're good to go, right?
Okay, sure.
You put on the coffee and you finish it up. So what we're going to do is a buckwheat-bacon waffle. They're amazing. So they have buckwheat flour in them, which is a gluten-free flour. It's a whole grain. It actually comes from a fruit seed that's related to the rhubarb plant, of all things. So it's not a wheat flour. And it's got this wonderful nutty flavor, and with bacon, you know, with bacon.
Okay.
So what you do the night before, you make 8 pieces of bacon. I just pulled these off so they could drain a little bit. Would you mind? Could you break these into little pieces?
I certainly can.
Just crumble them up into, you know, little pieces.
Sure.
Then we're going to, you don't want to waste all this gorgeous bacon fat. I mean, this is flavor. This is, we would never throw this away. So we're just going to take a few tablespoons of that and add it to, you know, the butter.
Okay.
In this little pot that we have
here. Hey, it's the holidays, right?
It is.
You live a little.
And we're talking, this is 6 tablespoons of butter, and you're going to feed 6 to 8 people. So, I mean, with the buckwheat.
It's healthy.
I think this is pretty much health food, you know, for the holidays anyway. So we have butter and bacon fat, and we're going to add milk. Now, you can do whole milk, or you can do low fat, whatever you have. I was thinking on the way over, almond milk or something like that would be really nice. So any kind of milk, and you just get that warmed up, because warm milk here is going to activate our yeast. But don't be afraid. The reason there's yeast in these, yeast scares people.
It does. It's a little intimidating.
It is. But it's the easiest thing. So look, I brought a little packet here. Where's my packet? This is yeast. It's called, Fleischmann's calls it rapid rise. It's also known as instant yeast or quick rise yeast. It's just a little packet. It's really harmless. You open it up, you dump it into your buckwheat flour here. Okay. That's what it looks like. And that's it. That's all you got to do. There's nothing scary about yeast.
Takes care of itself, huh?
Takes care of itself. Okay. It's magical. Get a little salt in with our buckwheat flour. Come on, salt. And then we add a little whole wheat flour. So see, even healthier. We add a little whole wheat flour just to keep everything all together. You whisk that up. And those are your dry ingredients. You're working on the bacon.
Yeah.
Then we add our nice warm milk mixture here.
I feel like your guests would be very impressed by this.
Well, and I'm literally, I mean, I know it's morning here, but I'm doing this the night before, right?
Sure.
They don't even have to see you do any of this. What you're going to do is pull out a batter already made in the morning and look like a rock star, right? The woman who cooks without anyone ever seeing her do it. So you just whisk this up. And then, over on the side of you there are 2 eggs. Yes. And a tablespoon of maple syrup and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just for sweetness and a little flavor. Beat those together.
Sure
just
can.
real quick.
Now, Denise, I know this recipe is in the latest edition of Fine Cooking. What else can we find in there?
Oh my gosh, it's the December-January issue, and we have everything. We have a Nordic Christmas from an author we have in Denmark. We have nut brittles that you can give away as gifts. We have hors d'oeuvres, 10 hors d'oeuvres that take 10 minutes each to make.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And there's some in there that are, I mean, addictive. Yeah, really, really good.
Am I putting the other ingredients in here?
Stir those in there. So you put in your maple syrup for sweetness, and that's a really good, you know, natural sweetener, a little vanilla, and then dump that in here.
All right.
All right. So we dump that in. This is the batter. That's it. That is all you have to do the night before. Okay. You will then put this batter into, there's our waffle maker.
Oh, it's heated up. Nice. Ready to go.
So this is your batter, right? You actually should have it in a slightly bigger bowl because it's going to rise up overnight. And this is what you take out of your fridge. Now, this didn't enjoy the ride from Danbury to New Haven this morning. It settled a little bit, but see the line here? Yeah. It had gotten all puffy.
Fluffy.
The yeast had fluffed up. Now, let's throw that bacon in here.
Certainly.
Look at all that. Oh, don't even want to lose a piece. Not even one piece. And then look, you fold that in.
Oh, what a combination.
It deflates a little, but that is absolutely okay. Don't think you've done anything wrong. You fold that in, and then it goes straight into your waffle maker. Let's make one.
Okay.
All right.
Now, obviously, you'd serve this with maybe a little warm maple syrup.
Warm maple syrup. This is what they look like. I mean, you put them in your waffle maker, this is how they come out. Now you can do, if you have like a Belgian style waffle maker, you get these nice big fluffy ones.
Sure.
This is a, slightly flatter one, but then you get bigger waffles. Whatever shape your waffle maker, that's how they'll come out. But they have this wonderful kind of chocolatey brown color from the buckwheat. There's pieces of bacon in there.
You can't beat that, right?
And you look, like a wonderful hostess. Your guests will be
Fantastic.
so
And I think it's great
spoiled.
that they're gluten-free in case you have an allergy
Exactly.
there.
Partially gluten-free, but it's a
Well,
good
you'll be
ingredient to know about if you have gluten issues.
Very good. Well, we're going to dig into these at the end of the
make
show.
some.
Sounds fantastic, Denise. And of course, we'll have the recipe over on WTNH.com. Just click on Style. Up next, James Morey performs over on Stage 8. We'll be right back.